Greetings, exiles and exiled champions. I am Quadraziel, and it just occurred to me that I would have to pretty much record all of my standard C25 runs while this was going on so that the win streak would be preserved. I suppose I could also just put googly eyes or something on, but I have decided to go for Umbra this time. And I've picked Shade Splitters. My theory behind this is sort of feeding a Hornbreaker Prince. You know, it's got that starting multi-strike, so if we can feed it nicely, it should get quite strong. So let's see if we can pull this off. When I saw Umbra in the list, I thought this is going to be a rough one. So let's see if I'm right. Starting out, we get an option between Refined Void for lifesteal or Jackstrips. We are going to get another Hellhorn unit, so I think I am going to go with Jackstrips here. And I think this time I'm going to go with Brawler and hope that we can scale it sufficiently with like something like a Morsel Maker or something like that. But we'll see. I'm not going to take the gold because Brawler is notoriously difficult start. Spikes, so there'll be 12 units, so that's not good. So we'll skip on the spikes. One nice thing about playing Umbra is you can pop the morsels down first. Forgot about the armor. Spikes would have been fine. And the jackstrips, which make spikes even more fun. We can also Entumbra assault our dudes. So, yeah. Looking like a good start. Ordering was a bit wanky there, but if it works, it works, eh? I mean, that is one Hornbreaker Prince of note. I think this might be a win. Okay, so we definitely could attack in the spikes there without much interference. Question is, are we going to go with this Fledgling Imp strategy again? And I feel like taking the Fledgling Imp here does give us the option to do that. And the damage scaling from a Fledgling Imp early on is pretty nice. We can also go with an Ember Drain package and head on over to the Umbra banner side here. I feel like since we have a multi-striking, pretty decently scaling unit, that might be an option. Making of a morsel, it's just 6 attack and 6 life each time, so that's also an option. So there's a Merchant of Steel right after. So I am tempted to go pick up the Umbra unit, especially since we've seen so many Hellhorn units already as well. So, question is, am I doing Making a Morsel with holdover or Perils with holdover? We are up against Sap. I mean, the end result is sort of the same, with the exception of us generating Ember this way. So I think let's try and get a Perils going here. And we will go this way. There's a double stack, 60. We have a Divine Horde there. Let's see. Okay, so we get a Morsel Master and an Overgorger. I feel like feeding an Overgorger here is going to be tough. But at the same time, we could sort of play our Hornbreaker Prince on the middle, or the middle floor, and then feed all the excess morsels to the Overgorger. Yeah, why not? Eh? So I don't hate -1ing an Entumbra assault and adding some Okay, so I'm going to take Light's Gift here, just so that our morsel, our Overgorger is a little bit stronger. I'm also going to reroll here and hope for standard. Ah, there's the holdover, of course. Of course. Just gonna do that. Just as sort of an early morsel generation for us. And then I'll also just -1 on this inflame so that we can make our Hornbreaker Prince tough. Now, I feel like this ends with a fair bit of restarting. I can't take this if I want to set up my my Overgordia. So, okay. That. 1, 2, 3. You over here. Now we need answers next turn. Oh wait, we don't. Jackstrips. So you are the only thing getting through here. I feel like we can just do this for a while. And we got the days. It's fantastic. So this is all working out decently well early on like this. Let's give him some damage so he does just a little bit for our boss fight here. Additionally, damn, we don't have a way to take him out, eh? That's a bit of a bummer. So we'll do that. And I think that gets us slightly further. So that is unfortunate that we didn't get a torch or something like that. But hopefully we get a nice morsel here. Fantastic. Overgorger is overgorging. So I don't hate a fortifier. But also ritual. Let's take a ritual and see. Packed morsels. Gem Trove is sort of a late game option, but it's also a good option. And it adds 3 morsels if we can play it. Yeah, I'll take a Gem Trove. Down the line, I feel like there's a point where we'll be able to afford to play it and whatnot. We get offered a large stone, and that's about it there. There's the -2. I think I'll put this onto the Gem Trove. And having access to 3 morsels like that is terrific. +10 in Pierce. We'll put that onto our Umbra Assault. Bit of backline clear, and so on and so forth. And that, I think that's all the shards I take for now. If I re-roll that, I can't buy the upgrades anyway, unless there's some gold here for us. Wingmaker. So Overgorger has no upgrades at the moment. So, oh man, I guess I'll just take the Wingmaker. I said oh man because that would have been nice. We can even, once Hef's done, take Hef and put infuse Hef onto Overgorger. We can even do it here. That makes sense. There's no rush. So you go here. We get an Umbra Assault on you. And morsel, Overgorger. Now I feel like Jackstrips was such a good pickup for us here, simply because of how much morseling we're able to do. We'll put that there because the spikes will kill it. You can go down there because Jackstrips. Now, we do need answers for this and for... So, alright, that's already being answered. Puts us at 45. Probably better to do it here. Unfortunately, we can't play morsels then. But, yeah, I prefer that. Like, I feel like artifacts have been such a big part of our wins. Okay, so this, I think, actually inflame is probably just better. Then we get our 3 morsels from that, so let's give it another damage shield, and then we'll put this down here. So we have a 13 damage, and Umbra Assault. You are dealing 11 damage to us, so we'll do that. This guy here, and we'll torch you. And I feel like our Overgorger does have a little bit to do here before it's able to just win. So I'll do like that, and hope that the answer reveals itself to us. Okay, so here is Inflame. We're going to Umbra Assault our own guy, yeah, but it's probably better to just Shade Splitter. Umbra Assault. Damage. Yeah, cool. I don't know if we win on this next floor. I sure hope we do. I guess a bit close. Lifesteal in there. Ah, alright, spikes. Damn. Kill us. So that gets 5 hits against fire. +1. So I don't think it kills us. A bit more life than I thought it would. Okay, so we need a plan B here. Umbra Assault something down there. I feel like damage shield isn't ideal for us here. I think we need to put something in front here to absorb some of this damage. Eventually. Might as well do a little bit of extra damage to him as well. And you still serve no purpose. So, if we Wingmaker here, we're stuck with a bit of a problem next turn. But rather leak that now than everything later. Although this now puts us with another position where we can't. Oh wait, it's dazed, so we can. Yeah, so we've got lots of Ember here, because we just ate all those Ember morsels. We can also put 3 morsels down. Feel like popping this, and then putting a rage guy in the back. Yeah, that gets us there. So you do that, and time to assault this person. Okay, so that's happening, unfortunately. Thankfully, that isn't. I'd rather leak this one now than the boss. We'll get our Wingmaker back, and we can eat this, put this in front. Shade Splitter. Another plus side to this is our Overgorger is gorging more. We'll kill that with a thing here. Then first we'll cast this, and then we'll choose morsels wisely. Get some lifesteal in there, inflame him for a little bit more damage. And yeah. So we're doing less damage on that floor, but hopefully more damage here. Ooh. So we enrage you. Put this in front. Ah, man. Does this kill us? Yes, that's it. I wish we were getting something other than damage shield morsels. Spikes are really messing with it there. I'm gonna keep the Hornbreaker Prince in our hand until we cycle the deck. Just because like it's taking all this damage for no good reason. The reasons I played that out are twofold. We play this out, get a bunch of morsels. We put the attack one, the life one, and this fledgling. And we can inflame this as well. Just get this guy as beefed up as possible. These little 1 damage explosions are really messing with us. So I feel like if we can avoid that and just make our Overgorger even stronger, we'll be in a better position. I don't know if this just ends up being true, but it's pretty much the only shot we've got right now. So we can also put the Hornbreaker Prince up front right at the end. So Shade Splitter, Shade Splitter. We'll do that, and then we'll get a bunch of damage. So we got a lot more damage this time. And yeah, that just does it, I think. Oh man, it's so irritating that these things die from the spikes. Typically don't find yourself having trouble there, but I feel like with these infinitely grown units, if you're going to have trouble, that's going to be weird. Dark Deal is another way to scale the Hornbreaker Prince. Umbra Stone is another way to give it trample, but I'm going to take Umbra Stone in case we get a nice unit to infuse onto the Overgorger, like a Morsel Master. We take Pip space, we get the Morsel Master and infuse that onto the Overgorger. Then we have ourselves a nice floor. And then Hef can go onto the floor with the Hornbreaker Prince later, or we can put the Hornbreaker Prince behind on a floor with a nice wingmaker situation. We'll see. There are options. But the Morsel Master going onto the Overgorger means that we can potentially put 4 morsels down for the cost of 2 morsels and 3 floor space. So it should work out nicely for us. We get offered 1 more Umbra banner here. We get offered a dupe and removals here. Morsel Master could also go alone, so this isn't crazy. I mean, if it's a morsel maker, then we put that up there with Overgorger and we're set. So I'm gonna go this way. Check this out. It's another Overgorger and a Shadow Eater. So we'll continue with the plan. We put a value stone onto actually Ritual of Battle. It's giving us 40 damage every time we use it. Let's have a look at what's available to us in the I think plus 10 in Pierce makes a lot of sense here. So we do get offered double stack. There's a lot of viable cards for double stack, but yeah, holdover. Okay, now we can go holdover gem trove, but we can go holdover wingmaker. I mean, this is just a pretty solid AoE clear. 36 piercing damage. I mean, 32 piercing damage. I'm sort of opening myself up here to being vulnerable to doing too many things at once. So this -2 can definitely go 0 cost gem trove. That necessary? Oh, it's the best use for -2 that we currently have. But we still got plenty of shards to take, so let's just not take it. That's an entire artifact later on. So we keep going into multi-strike. And plus 20 and consume onto nothing. Maybe onto a torch. Yeah, let's put it on a torch. We can get the torch out of our deck and have it be useful the one time we use it. +6. So we didn't use an infusion there. Whoops. We have 6 pips. So the Morsel Master being on the Overgorgeous floor is kind of pointless until we get a Wingmaker swing in there. I think we can take this and hopefully the Wingmaker bails us out when it needs to. So the Hornbreaker Prince can just go in the middle here and hopefully thin out their numbers for us. Question now is, do we want 2 lifesteal morsels? Or I think we do. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Hornbreaker Prince is dying. Okay, so now we need Wingmaker. We didn't get Wingmaker. What we can do is this, followed by this. Is there anything we can encumber assault? Not with this one. I guess that gets the kills. Okay, now we need Wingmaker. Oh man. Well, it's not Wingmaker, but it works. And we will take the life morsel, I think. Is that all we can do this turn? Now Wingmaker. Now we're warning. Okay, so we Wingmaker. And we gem trove. And then we can just get stoked. Get another Wingmaker. Wingmake. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole mountain of morsels to play. Wingmaker down here. It's a pity that isn't now piercing and Umbra assault. Actually, we can do this. Then we can Umbra assault one of them and put 2 more down. And then we have enough to inflame and Wingmaker down here. Okay, so we are sitting on a bit of a bother here. But we do have enough Ember to play out all of our things here. Okay, so 2 damage shield definitely helps. A blocker helps. And does this win? No? This? Wow. So we are cutting it close with our obsessive scaling of this Overgorger. Probably worth checking out how it's doing. 90. Not bad. We need some multi-strike or something onto it. Although we did use our Wingmaker a bunch, so we might get that now. We do crave morsel generation. Okay, there is Hef. So, as things stand now, we could put Hef onto the Overgorger, which gives us plus 30, plus 30, 2 capacity, and trample. So that means that our Overgorger becomes very large. We could even dupe the Hef and put 1 copy. Or we could put the Morsel Master onto the Hef. Then what do we put on the Overgorger? Nothing. We already have trample for the Hef. We need to upgrade this. The Hef. Maybe we have a Hef Hornbreaker Prince floor and then we just leave the Overgorger to feast at the moment. I mean, I guess this is a good time to find like a trinket of some sort. Okay, Forever Flame, that is great. That allows us to play our guys much better. Looking for something very specific here and I didn't get it. Let's have a look at what is on offer here. Plus 30 magic power. Let's not rush. So I think I'm going to put the Morsel Master onto the Overgorger. Although it costs 0 now. So there's a lot of options here. I mean, Fledgling onto Welder Helper. How many more temples do we have? We have 1 more temple. So I mean, actually Welder Helper onto Fledgling, because then if we play that every turn, there's a chance that our morsels survive on the top floor if we have to stay there. And we have a Piercing and Umbra Assault to take care of things if we need it. So the next question is, do we take Worn Grindstone? This makes all of our morsels attack, which is sort of a double-edged sword. If our morsels attack spikes, we don't get anything. I think I'll take Chain of Gems. That floor should be nice when... okay, so we'll put a morsel down here now with our Morsel Master, and you can go there. We'll put that in front. You can go down there. Okay. Now, Overgorger can go up here. There's not enough space for Hef here, unfortunately. We'll put our Overgorger up here. Give it its trample. Give it some armor. Okay, so now we have a nice cannibalize here. And damage morsels. We need a morsel blocker for you. That doesn't protect you. Does that protect you? That does. And then we can get one more. Okay, so if we do like that, then it gets the damage. You can go over there. I feel like this is going to be one of those runs where we get double gorges right at the end. Okay, so the Wingmaker's not doing anything up there. So what I like doing is putting it down here. Because we know that we are set for our last round. Okay, so we have a Shade Splitter. So we could Shade Split. Oh, great, they both get damage shield, never mind. I suppose we could still Torch and Umbra Assault. No, they've got 2 damage shield. Okay, so I guess we're in Umbra assaulting this. But we can't use these morsels. Maybe that keeps her alive. I don't know. I feel like we need some miracles up here. There's some floor space for me. You can protect Hef hopefully long enough to get that lifesteal going. So if we do this down here, then they do deal some damage to the bosses. And we can also even do that, which I don't hate. Now we can just play morsels up here. None of these give us a morsel unless... Maybe that was crazy, but I feel like the more power we can get... Okay, so you have lifesteal 4 and damage shield 3, so... no reason not to put that there. And how are we doing? We are killing. Okay, so we can put one set of morsels down because of the damage shield. Might as well be these. Or rather, one morsel. Oh, oh, he's dazed. Of course. Fantastic. That's good news. Some climb kind of allows us to protect the top floor a bit like we have in previous runs. What are we coming up on here? Okay, we need to go to this Merchant of Steel now. Because, alright, we'll go this way first, and then we'll go to the Merchant of Steel here. And the reason is, alright, no, we'll go to the, let's see. Okay, so we've got removals here as well. So we go here, and then we can go here. That makes more sense. So I'll take this tiresome climb. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. Another cannibalize. We have no shortage of things to cannibalize, but I think one's enough. Go head on over here. Remove train stewards. It's actually not crazy to remove torches there too, because train stewards cost nothing. We get offered a large stone. I don't want the large stone. Is multi-strike. And then I think we put Hef onto it. Yeah, we'll right at the end we'll put Hef onto the Overgorger. And I mean that's not a trivial amount of life. I wish I'd taken the life before. We could also put 3 damage shield onto it so that it's slightly protected for the first 3 rounds on top if we play on top. 3 damage shield of 10 life. getting a bunch of life from the Hef infusion, so we'll take the damage shield. Okay, so we're up against Arcus with Dazed and Incant. Start at the top with Rally. So you will once again go down there. We have yet to have practical use of this poor horned warrior. Okay, there is our Overgorger and our Hef. So Hef can go here, I think. Maybe even behind the... Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll sacrifice one of these guys. Pop some life morsels down, like that. And these morsels kind of don't go anywhere. Okay, so we do have an expensive torch. Yay, us. Now this can just go down here and make sure we deal no damage there. Whoops. So let's give him some life and inflame. Then we can even end Umbra assault here. Give it some life steal. And yeah, just get a damage morsel up in there. And that is capacity. Not too worried about us being unable to handle this. They have a rubble morsel, and we'll put that down there and give you some rage. Despite this Hornbreaker Prince not being too helpful to us here, it has kept us a little bit safe. So this can go here, I think. Unfortunately, that means we're not going to get more floor capacity up here now. Some life there, some life steal there. I suppose damage was just objectively better. Torch you. Get the damage in there as well. Okay. So now I think we can Wingmaker the bottom floor and give out trample. And because we've got rally up here now. Despite all that, we are still unable to Wingmaker this floor. So more of that, I guess. Wingmaker this guy. We have a nice big middle floor, that's for sure. Okay, so this will go up and give us the Wingmaker we need. Give it some life steal for the meantime. Torch. Nah, it's probably not good. So I'll Wingmaker the boss so that we have it full. Alright, that was pointless because the Wingmaker's still not going to work on the next round. So I don't hate more damage shield. Some morsels. So a little bit of extra damage there. I'm not going to Wingmaker this turn because we want to do as much morsel creation as we possibly can. And we are safe and winning. So it doesn't matter what kind of morsels we play. But we can do this. So we need 3 instead of 2. So now, in order to feed our Overgorger more, we need to Wingmaker the floor that it's on. Or we need more floor space. But then what's the point of the wingback? Damage, I guess. More Umbra allows us to play more expensive cards, more draw. Allows us to draw more cards, obviously. I suppose we could also tie some climb things to the floor the Overgorger is on. Let's see. Does the Overgorger just fit? There's the off chance that we have to play it in the middle floor, which we can already do. So let's take some draw. Now we can go here and see what gifts they bring. I'm saying because I know there's going to be an upgrade of some sort in there now. Let's -1, let's tie some climb. We might even hold over that gem trove. We don't get the option to hold over that gem trove, so we will -1 this ritual battle. 10 onto the Umbra assault now, I think. And we don't want to remove consume on either of those, so we leave it. Okay, so we get these offers. Now, interestingly enough, the only one that I ever end up taking is this one, which, let's see, we have 2 deadweights plus 3 deadweights, 10 extra damage onto our Hornbreaker Prince, so that's not nothing. And we can't play out all of our cards either anyway, we just got all that draw. And I am going to take this Divine Order, I think. These are not the droids we're looking for. We don't even have any consume. Well, we have 1 consume card. Man. Take your pick. We don't even want to repeat that consume card, so refracting lenses, Trader's Claw. That might just be what we need at some point. And now I'm just going to take Brawlers 3. I mean, my hope is that we can use that imp to keep it alive somehow. Hopefully get like a really big floor on top. We have the ability to move units up, so... I don't want a situation where we've got a bunch of restarts happening in the last round. It looks like that might be where we end up. So, we need this guy. F. Hornbreaker Prince. Worth putting it here anyway. Oh yeah, we already yeeted something like this, that's fine. Okay, so here is this. If we play this down here, we get 3 extra floors, pip spaces, which means we're going to put our Overgorger and our Morsel Master on the same floor. It is the middle floor, but, you know, why not? Then we'll play this down here, keep it safe, give everything damage shield. We don't want to morsel up the top there, so we'll just deal 10 damage. Okay, so now we have 1 pip space here to play morsels, and a whole lot more from that. So we sort of started overstacking our floor here through magic and miracles. Weren't we supposed to get our... Oh wait, he's not endless. Never mind. So now we can just keep doing this and feeding our boy here. He doesn't have that much space to eat. This Wingmaker is nuts. So I feel like even this isn't crazy now. So we can add Umbra Assault, one of our top morsels here. Now, guy in front here is not very tanky. Now he has tramp. I wish we'd drawn the tiresome climb on the next turn, but you know, if horses were wishes, beggars would ride. Okay, just gonna do that. Gonna Umbra Assault our other morsel here to get some morsels for this floor. Some Shade Splitters. There's some lifesteal. Some more lifesteal. And that is a busy floor. I mean, that backline is not doing a whole lot. What the... What? Oh dear. So, we do get 2 damage shield playing this morsel in front. Hopefully we have a solution for a tiny bit of damage next turn. Oh wait, we do the Wingmaker. We only need 1 damage. Ah! There we go. The Jackstrips boss kill. Love to see it. Wretch. We don't really have that morsel generation problem anymore. What we need is to keep our Overgorger alive. Hopefully by putting the Hef in there we extend that ability. Yeah, I think. Yeah. We merge the Hef into the Overgorger. We could even dupe the gem trove. Yeah. Unless we keep the Hef. So if we -2 the gem trove again and we dupe it, then we get all that extra damage shield. You really need the life though. That's the problem. But we already have the trample. And we could even dupe the Overgorger as it stands now. Maybe we can put the Morsel Master into Hef. And we get an upgrade for Hef. And we dupe the Overgorger. Right, we still got another spot to upgrade Overgorger. So maybe we large stone Overgorger. And we have 2. I'm not going to large stone Hef, that's for sure. Do I large stone Overgorger for the health? Or do I just give him more damage shield? Maybe I'll give him more damage shield. He's quick. We can quick the Hef. Maybe. That do anything? Not really. We don't get endless. Let's give the Hef some life and damage shield, I guess. I wish I'd seen that quick before I put an upgrade onto the morsel, the Overgorger. Because we have these 2 Overgorgers that deal substantial damage. So I may dupe that, but let's first get rid of these Strange Stewards, which have somehow managed to follow us all the way to the end. Let's have a look what we have here. Rage stacks. Draw 1 from morsel. Scorched Steel. Faulty Loader gets us a bit of an easier start. Yeah, Faulty Loader. Now, in terms of duping, you can either dupe this. Alright, it's not endless. I think we dupe the Overgorger. I feel like we definitely don't want more shards. See, we can purge some torches. Maybe this God will help here. And hopefully this gets us somewhere. Hopefully. I'm a little bit worried about our streak here. So I feel like we go half overgorge on the top floor here. And we'll take the Hornbreaker Prince. This means we won't be able to feed our overgorger morsels for a while. But it's also quite strong. It certainly helps things along. I feel like I might not have been very smart by putting this here like this. Oh well. So here's a wing maker, but you aren't dying. So we can put you in front. And that brings some guys to the top for the wing maker. And you can have one morsel up there, so let's Umbra assault something. We're kind of invested in the damage shield line here. Okay, so we wing maker, and now we have space for morsels aplenty. This floor needs a ascend. Notice we don't need quick because we've got the days. So we are looking for some sort of a defensive solution for our friendo down here. Oh. And I suppose that's a reason to try and play the top floor, isn't it? That's where our days is. But I don't know if we can keep the overgorgers alive long enough. Well, I know it's just playing the two overgorgers up there and trying to keep the floor empty. We needed holdover or something on the tiresome client. Let's see. We can create those 4 morsel barriers just about every turn. So that's not nothing. Give you extra armor because I'm an idiot. Okay, we got 10 damage shield here. Things are looking almost okay. We can put our buffer morsels in front. Wingmaker. And give you... Wow. We're like on the edge all the time here. It's very nerve-wracking. I hope we have divinity answers here because it doesn't seem like we do. And I'd hate to end the streak on the third thing. If we draw trample on the first turn, we might even be able to set up bottom. Okay, so we have 6 damage shield. So we could even just... They'll survive 6 turns up there as long as things don't come up and disturb them. So doing 892 per turn, and then we just use our Wingmaker down here and try and stop them from going up there for a while. Going up there on the next turn, so let's give you trample. I feel like just leveraging the days on top as well as everything else we've been given is just about the only answer we have. This buys you a few more turns. There's a gem trove that buys you a few more turns as well. Wingmaker down here. Then we can put our defensive morsels in front here. Name of the game is Stay Alive, pretty much. Oh man. Fountain Umbra Assault, we can torch you. What good does that do? I mean, Umbra Assault something down here. No. This is it. Torch. I don't know if these guys are tough enough to finish the job now, but we will certainly try. We can pivot to top floor yeeting now. We can even yeet one of these guys to the pyre. Maybe this big winged one in front here. You can have an Entumbra Assault. So if we yeet one of these guys to the pyre, we win. So who do we yeet? The middle guy? I don't think it kills us. 7. There we go. My goodness. I feel like for most ordinary people that would have been like the second or third line, but I thought, well, this isn't going to work unless we can leverage all of that Overgorger damage. And it worked. So, man. That's one of the things about Overgorger though. I've run into similar issues with Bounty Stalker and also a little Fade. Never with Steel Singer because Steel Singer is quite tanky, so if you get to the point where you're dealing enough damage, Steel Singer typically takes care of himself. And it's healing that makes him stronger. So it's you know, if you've got the things to play Steel Singer, then you've pretty much got the sort of answers for things like Divinity and stuff like that. But with Overgorger, you know, it starts with 15 life, so it can get a little bit dangerous. So, yeah, we almost fell into the Overgorger trap. You know, I saw I was getting Hef, I saw I was getting Overgorger, I thought trampling Overgorger, how can it lose? The answer to that is by not getting a proper Divinity answer. In addition to that, this decision I made to put 2 damage shield upgrades onto these things, I feel like was also instrumental in us finishing there. So it was a lot of weird choices. If I'd been making normal choices from the beginning, I probably would have been fine as well. But things turned out okay in the end. And with all that said, I was Cod Raziel, and I still am Cod Raziel. And good luck, and stay juicy.